Hey guys, welcome to another Rec Room tutorial. I am the Notorious Via, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do pixel art. So we're just going to go on to our PC, monitors, laptops, whatever you have right now.
Right guys, so I'm back. So once you're on your PC, laptop, phone, whatever you use, all you want to do is type in pixel art. Once you've typed in pixel art, you can go to images or you can go to any of these down the side, but I do recommend um, the ones here. So pretty much, I mean, there's a few ones that look very easy, and there's a few that you might know if you're a Minecraft player. There's a few that you might know from Minecraft. For instance, this is a nice basic one. Um, if you are starting off with pixel art, I do recommend doing the small ones, then go to the harder ones. So for instance, if you're going to do like Mario, which I've did on my inventions, that took about an hour. I mean, it just depends how long you do it. If you want to add more detail to it, then it'll probably take roughly an hour. There are a few weird ones, but you know, you can just ignore them. So I'll actually show you the one what I started off. Well, my first ever one. So my first one I did was this, and you want to try and get a pixel art with these kind of blocks in the background because it's probably easier, just because you can count the blocks. And if you're on phone, you can actually, well, I don't know if it's this for all the phones, but I've got a Samsung S9 Plus, and but once you take a screenshot, then you go into your gallery, you can actually zoom in on all the blocks. And yeah, that's probably the easiest way to count the blocks. But if you're on PC and you want to zoom in on that, then all you need to do is go to the three dots, then you just click zoom in, and you just need to try and find the most perfect, and then just what feels comfortable that you can count the blocks on, and that's probably best. So I do recommend starting off with these type ones, just like basic Groot, and I did Sonic. I'll show you the Sonic one what I have did. Yeah, so I did this one. So you kind of start off with what do you like Minecraft type, and you can type in hard, which is that's what I did straight away because pixel art is quite easy, um, but sometimes it can be a wee bit hard, and especially when you're on Rec Room, if you want to do individual blocks, because you might not have enough ink space. I do recommend making it decoration as you're going along, but that's what I do. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just fill it in instead of doing little individual cubes. So yeah, hard. So yeah, you'll get a lot of these ones. You've got Slender, Pokemon, Hunger Games, Charizard from Pokemon. We've got, I don't know what that is, Nyanka. Now I was actually planning to do this one, but I ended up making a slightly easier one because I just knew that was going to take forever and I just couldn't be bothered. Oh, this one actually looks pretty good. So what you can do is I recommend doing this one as well right after you do the easy ones, because I think once you've did two, you've kind of got the basic and you kind of know what you're doing. So I would recommend doing this, but I will show you what I did right after. I kind of got pretty good at pixel art. Yeah, I got pretty good at pixel art right after I did the two. I did something similar to this, um, and yeah. So once you just find your picture, which I'm going to do this one just for the sake of the video, we're going to do the flower from Mario. So enough talking. Let's just get right into it.
Right guys, so we're going to do the fire flower. So if you're on your phone, you might need to look back and forward. Um, in VR and in real world, if you're on your phone, it's similar to PC, but if you have the cool trick on your Oculus, you can just flip over your hand and then the picture would be there. I don't know how to do that because I just got the new Oculus. But anyways, so we're going to do the fire flower. So here's what you want to do. You just want to go behind your back if you've got it as a favourite and pull out your makeup pen. If that's not possible, then you just go to backpack. Then there's makeup pen right here. Then you choose it. So you just want to open palette. Now, because of the new update, I do recommend the little shiny kind of ball one instead of this one, because I'll actually show you the difference right now. So pretty much, this is Homer Simpson. This is with the new materials. Now, I actually have covered this, so maybe this is not a great example for the pixel art. But anyways, so it's dead nice and shiny, and I can like pixel art like that. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, this is a good one. Right, so I did another Pokemon, and it's dead like shiny. But same with Mario. But if you look at this one, this is just the normal. This is just like the normal. What's it called? Like the normal texture when you first got the game. It was the same with this one. This one, I'm surprised I never. Well, I just had enough blocks. I'll say that. But yeah, this one took a long time to make. But anyway, so once you've got your makeup pen out, you want to pull out your black. Right guys, so the main thing you want to do when you're making pixel art is have it on snap, because when you're doing pixel art like this, sometimes you might not be able to get it in line and it just goes a bit funky, I guess. It's not in line, it won't look as good, and yeah, so pretty much what you want to do, you can open snap, and the most size I recommend is that it? No, that's tube. Duh. Yeah, sorry if I say the word wrong, but I think it's precision snap. Yeah, I recommend putting it to 5, but if you're that crazy person, you can put it to 100, make it that block, like Minecraft, but you know, it's all up to you. But you can do it this size, as long if it goes, well, maybe not that size actually. But anyways, I do recommend 5. It's probably the best way because it's like more like a block pixel type. Right guys, so I do recommend doing the black outline first, but for a prime example, if you're going to do this, Iron Man, which has no black outline, you can work yourself up. So I started from here, then just worked my way up till I got all the way up to the top, and I ended up with Iron Man. That was without the black outline. I could have added the black outline, but I didn't want to. I kind of wanted to did something a wee bit different. This is the one without the textures. So let's put that back. Right. So anyways, let's pull out our makeup pen again. Yeah, okay. Right, guys. If you are going to do the fire flow with me, you just want to go across 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're now back to Minecraft tutorials now. Now you just want to go across 3. Then I think it's 5 again. Now I am going to rush this because obviously this is a tutorial, not an actual pixel art type. So I'll be back with you once I've finished this, and I'll tell you some tips what I did. So yeah, see you when it's finished. Right, guys. So I finished the outline, I guess you could say, or just all black. So this is probably the easiest way to do it. You could work yourself up like I did with the Iron Man. But yeah, again, this is my recommendings. You can do what you want. But I do recommend doing the black outlines first, or just do it all black. Well, when I mean all black, I mean do the black first. So as you know, I've did the eyes as well. So I would just call that all black, because that means you're finished one color, then you're going to move on to the next color. And yeah, so another thing what I do recommend, let me just try and get the right color. 2 seconds, guys. So once you do get the right colour, you just want to. I mean, there's 2 ways to do pixel art. If you want to save a lot of ink and not waste a lot of ink for the other person, so for instance, that was about 5% of ink, but as you can see, they're all individual. So what you can do is you can bring it across, but there will be some points that you would need to also do that, and you can't really do anything about that. Or you can just do individual blocks like that. Now, because I'm a big fan of pixel art, I do individual blocks, but if it does get to a point that I need to fill it all in, then I would need to do that. Whereas, yeah, so pretty much the Homer Simpson one again, that took a lot of ink, so I had to just do, like lines, and well, for instance, if we're looking at the top head, I'd need to, go all the way down. So just pretend that was the head. I had to go all the way down, I never did that. You mean that would take a lot longer? But if, like, yeah, again, if you wanted to save ink, then that was one way. But for this video, I'm just going to do individual, and yeah. Now, another thing what I actually forgot to mention, if you are going to do individual blocks, this just started to kind of happen, even though it's such a small piece. I don't know if it's the same for PlayStation VR because it's that's running on its kind of own, but with Oculus you're running two things. You're running the Oculus app and Rec Room. So I mean I don't know how it works, but your game does tend to lag if you're doing individual blocks. Not all the time. Sometimes it does for me. So for instance, that one my game crashed about twice, but I saved it every 20 blocks because I didn't want it because imagine that restored and I had to do that all again. No. So when you do start to do individual blocks, it does start to get a bit laggy, but I wouldn't really worry about it because it freezes. Your game freezes for like a second, then you're just back to it. So I just thought I would put that out before I finish this. Right, guys. So I finished my fire flower. It didn't really take that long. I mean, it's maybe took about 10 minutes if you're just starting. It might take a few minutes just so you can count all the blocks on your phone while you're counting it on. Yeah, I mean it's okay. It's a bit small, but another tip. Well, it's not really a tip. It's just like a watch out. Is it here? It's not here, but I'll spawn it in right now. Right, so guys, I made this trophies, and it looks fine. But if you want to copy, well, if you've got really bad OCD, if you want to copy you wouldn't be able to copy this exact. Yeah, I had to edit a wee bit because it it was like a Minecraft type picture, so I had to copy it from that. But because the blocks are slightly bigger and it's smaller in the Minecraft, because we wanted to make it bigger. I mean, I still copied the blocks and everything, but once you get about the eye and the teeth, the teeth should be an extra out, right? But because of the blocks, it's dead small and tight. So I had to move this back one because this bit was right up against this, but we didn't want that because then it wouldn't really look like teeth. So then we just had to move. Well, I had to move it back, just like this black bit to make it look like it. And with the eye, I mean, the eye still looks okay. I think I did a good job with the eye, but I would have moved it slightly across a wee bit. Now you can actually see what I did here. I had to move it like on off snap, then move it up and down with that. But it's not really noticeable. It's not a big change. But because this block was hitting that block, I just had to move it down a wee bit because I didn't want to really fix anything else. Because if I was going to do, for instance, let's just say boom boom. Okay, it's going to be a bit off track, but you'll know what I mean. So just say about two up. But then I went across. It won't look as good because it looks like this bit's connected to that. Sorry, it's not perfect, but I tried. Yeah, so that's why I kind of moved it down a wee bit. Yeah, and this one, because it's all more one color, and just it's got that wavy effect. It won't really make a big difference. And now I know yous can't see it. This bit actually came out one more. Well, there should have been three, then two, then one. But because of the blocks and everything, I don't. I mean, it still looks fine. It doesn't look. It's not a big thing. It was the same with the top one. But I just had to move this up, move that across, then I think I had to move this bit across just to make this type wavy effect. But yeah, enough of that. This is the fire. If you do want to make it an invention, feel free to. Just go on your makeup pen, select, click next. You know, I'm just going to call it fire pixel. I'm actually not going to publish this because I don't think it's great, and I could have did better. I mean, I know I could have did better, and I do recommend when you're doing pixel art, put it up against a black or white background, and for this one, because that is black and white, I had like a goldy type background thanks to the new textures. Because most of my pixel art pictures are behind white walls, so for instance, boom, white full on white background, really easy to see. Yeah, boom, there you go. It's like a bat is perfect. I mean, you could put that a wee bit closer, but yeah, I mean that's only 1.4% ink, so that's good. And I just wanted to say a big thanks to Rec Room for letting me do this tutorial. It was much appreciated, and yeah, I've always wanted to say this. Give it your Rec Room best.